Every child is a miracle, but some miracles are hidden in the toughest storms. Imagine a baby girl, born into a world where most people would see only limitations. She had no arms, no legs, and she was blind. People whispered cruelly, "She is useless. She will never live a normal life. It is better to end her suffering." But one woman, her mother, refused to listen. She refused to let the world define her daughter's worth. She said, "This is my child. I will not let her waste away. I will fight for her life." From the very first day, she held her in her arms, feeding her with patience, love, and relentless care. Every small step, every tiny struggle became a triumph. And in that relentless love, something extraordinary was born. This is the story of courage, perseverance, and an unstoppable human spirit. The girl grew slowly, learning the world in ways most people could never imagine. With every obstacle, she grew stronger. She learned to feel her surroundings, to sense people, and to understand the essence of life without ever seeing it. Her mother never gave up. She taught her that every limitation is an opportunity, every struggle is a lesson, and every day is a chance to rise. Despite the impossible odds, the girl never gave up. She read books by touching braille, learned languages, understood business, and dreamed bigger than anyone around her could imagine. And one day, that little girl became a woman whose determination could not be broken by anything in the world. The girl faced a world that many would consider impossible to live in. Every day was a battle. She could not see the faces of people who smiled or frowned at her. She could not move her arms to hug, nor walk to explore the world. But in every impossible situation, she found a way. She felt textures, learned sounds, and discovered the power of touch. Her mother became her eyes and her hands. She would describe every color, every shape, and every movement around her. She would read stories aloud, making every character come alive in her daughter's imagination. Slowly, the girl began to understand the world not through sight, but through the depth of her mind and heart. School was never easy. Many teachers doubted her, and other children often mocked her, but she never allowed their words to define her. She learned to read braille quickly, absorbing knowledge with hunger and curiosity. Mathematics, science, literature, every subject was a challenge, but also a chance to prove that she could do anything. Her mother would stay up late, helping her practice, guiding her fingers over letters and numbers, never allowing fatigue or despair to settle. And with every passing year, the girl's mind grew sharper. Her dreams grew bigger, and her courage grew stronger. By the time she reached her teenage years, she had developed a unique way of learning, a rhythm that made her unstoppable. She could memorize books by touch, understand complex concepts without seeing them, and solve problems that many adults could not. Her spirit inspired everyone around her. Friends who initially doubted her abilities became amazed at her determination. Teachers who thought she could never succeed became proud witnesses to her extraordinary intellect. And through all this, one truth remained clear: obstacles exist to be overcome, not to define you. As the girl grew into her teenage years, the world around her continued to present challenges, but she no longer saw them as obstacles. Each difficulty became an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to prove to herself and the world that she was unstoppable. School remained a place of learning, but now it became a place of inspiration. Teachers and classmates began to notice her extraordinary abilities. She excelled in subjects that most could only dream of mastering. Numbers, words, concepts, she absorbed them all, not with her eyes, but with her mind, her intuition, and her indomitable spirit. Her mother remained her constant guide, teaching her resilience, patience, and the importance of dreaming without limits. College brought new challenges. She had to navigate a world that was physically inaccessible in many ways. Buildings without ramps, resources not adapted for her, and the social stigma of being different were all daily struggles. Yet, she refused to be defeated. She found ways to participate fully. She worked closely with professors, used assistive technologies, and constantly pushed herself to learn more, faster, and better than anyone expected. Her peers, who initially doubted her, soon began to admire her relentless determination and extraordinary intellect. She became known not just for overcoming challenges, but for turning them into her strengths. During these years, she also discovered her passion for helping others. She realized that her struggles had given her unique insights into human potential, resilience, and the power of perseverance. She started mentoring other students with disabilities, sharing her methods, her mindset, and her belief that no limitation can define a person's life. Her story spread quietly at first, but the more people heard it, the more they were inspired. She became a symbol of courage, determination, and the power of relentless effort. After college, she entered the business world. Many people doubted that a woman without arms, legs, or sight could succeed in such a competitive environment. But she turned every doubt into fuel for her ambition. She developed a unique approach to business, one rooted in strategy, innovation, empathy, and problem-solving. She learned to delegate effectively, build teams of talented individuals, and inspire loyalty and trust. Her ability to see possibilities that others overlooked became her greatest asset. Soon, she was running successful ventures, making decisions that impacted hundreds of people, and creating value that everyone could see. But her journey was never just about wealth or status. She wanted to give back, to inspire, and to transform lives. She started giving motivational talks, sharing her life story with audiences of all ages. Every word she spoke carried the weight of experience, the proof of perseverance, and the promise that no dream is too big if you refuse to quit. People were captivated by her presence, her courage, and her unwavering optimism. They saw that she had turned every challenge into a stepping stone, every obstacle into an opportunity, and every limitation into a strength. Her message was simple, yet powerful. Life will challenge you. The world will doubt you, and people may try to define you by your limitations. But the true power lies within you. Your spirit, your determination, and your belief in yourself can break any barrier. You are not defined by what you lack, but by how you rise despite it. People would often ask her how she did it, and her answer was always the same. I never focused on what I couldn't do. I focused on what I could do, what I could learn, and how I could make a difference. Love, patience, and persistence shaped me. And above all, my mother's belief in me gave me the courage to believe in myself. Her life became a living lesson that no disability, no challenge, and no circumstance can prevent someone from achieving greatness if they possess determination, vision, and the courage to act. She taught the world that limitations exist only in the mind, and that true freedom and power come from believing in oneself and refusing to give up, no matter how impossible life may seem. Her fame as a motivational speaker grew, but she remained humble. She continued her business ventures with the same focus and precision, always remembering the struggles of her early years. She invested in projects that created opportunities for the disabled, advocated for accessibility, and used her platform to teach others that perseverance is stronger than any obstacle. Every day of her life became a testament to the power of relentless effort, faith, and courage. The little girl who could not see or walk had become a woman who inspired thousands, touched countless lives, and proved that the human spirit has no limits. Her story was no longer just about survival, it was about triumph, impact, and leaving a legacy of hope and motivation. As she entered adulthood fully, her influence expanded beyond business and personal achievement. She became a beacon of hope for millions. People from all walks of life reached out to hear her story, to learn how she overcame challenges that seemed insurmountable. She started organizations that provided education and opportunities for people with disabilities, advocating tirelessly for accessibility, inclusion, and equal rights. Every project she initiated was designed to empower others, to show that limitations are never the end of the road. Her business empire grew, not just in size but in the impact it created. She ensured her companies prioritized ethical practices, social responsibility, and the betterment of communities. Her leadership style inspired loyalty and dedication from employees, who admired her for her resilience, wisdom, and unwavering focus. Despite her fame, she remained grounded, always remembering the nights she spent as a child being fed and cared for by her mother's hands. Those memories fueled her compassion and determination to give back. The motivational talks she delivered became legendary. She could captivate audiences simply by sharing her experiences, teaching lessons from her life, and encouraging people to rise above their circumstances. Every speech, every word, carried authenticity because it came from a life lived with struggle, courage, and relentless effort. Her message resonated with students, entrepreneurs, professionals, and families alike, no matter how impossible the situation may seem. Perseverance, belief, and hard work can create miracles. She often visited schools, colleges, and organizations, meeting young people who were struggling with challenges of their own. She taught them strategies to overcome fear, doubt, and negativity. She emphasized the importance of mindset, saying, "Your mind is your most powerful tool. If you train it to focus on possibilities instead of limitations, there is nothing you cannot achieve." Her talks included practical lessons, stories from her life, and exercises to build resilience. People left her sessions inspired, motivated, and determined to take action in their own lives. Her life story became a symbol of transformation. From a child who could not see, walk, or hold anything in her hands, she became a woman who shaped the lives of thousands. Her journey proved that greatness is not measured by physical abilities, but by courage, determination, and the willingness to work tirelessly toward a dream. She embodied the principle that obstacles are stepping stones, and every struggle contains the seeds of opportunity. Through media interviews, social campaigns, and her books, she reached millions worldwide. She taught that success is not just personal achievement, but the impact one creates for others. She highlighted that compassion, empathy, and resilience are qualities that define true leadership and greatness. People admired her not only for what she accomplished, but also for how she did it with integrity, kindness, and a relentless commitment to improving the world. Her personal life remained deeply connected to the values her mother instilled in her: patience, love, perseverance, and faith. She often spoke about her mother, saying, "Without her belief in me, I would never have learned to believe in myself. Her love was the foundation of my courage and the fuel for my dreams." These words inspired many parents to nurture their children's potential, regardless of any challenges they faced. In the later years of her career, she focused on mentoring the next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs. She created programs to teach resilience, creativity, and strategic thinking. Her philosophy was simple: teach people not what to think, but how to overcome, how to persist, and how to believe in themselves. Her impact multiplied as those she inspired went on to inspire others, creating a ripple effect of courage and hope across the world. Her legacy was not only in businesses built or speeches delivered, but in lives transformed. People with disabilities saw her as proof that they could rise above societal expectations. Young professionals and students learned that success comes to those who refuse to quit. Her motivational message transcended borders, languages, and cultures, touching hearts and changing minds everywhere. Even today, her story continues to inspire millions. It serves as a reminder that life may impose limitations, but the human spirit has no boundaries. She showed the world that determination, love, perseverance, and vision can turn the most impossible dreams into reality. Every life she touched became a testimony of hope, courage, and the incredible power of refusing to give up. Her ultimate message is clear, simple, and profound. Do not focus on what you lack. Focus on your strength, your heart, and your spirit. Work tirelessly, believe deeply, and never surrender. Your life can be extraordinary, and your impact can be limitless. The world may doubt you, but never doubt yourself. Her journey from a helpless child to a world-renowned businesswoman and motivational speaker proved that no obstacle is too great, no challenge too severe, and no dream too distant. She became living proof that human potential is infinite, that courage can conquer fear, and that love, belief, and relentless effort can transform lives forever. She had overcome every obstacle that life had placed before her. The little girl who was born without arms, without legs, and unable to see had grown into a woman whose life became a symbol of hope, courage, and relentless determination. Her story was no longer just about personal achievement, but about the power to transform the world through resilience, love, and belief in oneself. Her impact was global. She inspired millions of people around the world through her motivational speeches, books, and social initiatives. She established foundations to provide education, resources, and opportunities to individuals with disabilities, showing that limitations exist only in the mind, and that every human being has the capacity to achieve greatness. Her message was simple yet profound. No matter how impossible the odds, your determination, courage, and belief in yourself can overcome anything. She continued to mentor young people, entrepreneurs, and aspiring leaders, teaching them that true success is not measured by wealth or recognition, but by the positive impact you create in the lives of others. Every speech she delivered was infused with the authenticity of experience, and every word was a testament to the human spirit's limitless potential. Even the smallest acts of kindness and guidance she provided became part of her enduring legacy. She transformed skepticism into belief, fear into courage, and limitations into stepping stones for success. People remembered her not only for what she achieved, but for how she made others feel empowered, inspired, and capable of greatness. Her final message to the world was clear, direct, and life-changing. Do not allow your circumstances to define you. Do not let fear, doubt, or negativity hold you back. The power to create, to rise, and to succeed lies within you. Believe in yourself, persist through every challenge, and turn every obstacle into an opportunity. You have the ability to change your life and to change the world. In the end, her life became a living proof that the human spirit is far stronger than any adversity. She had transformed pain into power, struggle into success, and challenges into triumphs. Her story was no longer just her own, it was a story of hope, courage, and possibility for everyone who dared to dream, to believe, and to act. She left the world a brighter, more inspired, and more hopeful place, showing that every life has the potential for greatness, regardless of circumstance. Her legacy will continue to inspire generations, reminding everyone that no challenge is too great, no dream is too far, and no individual is powerless when they embrace courage, perseverance, and the unshakable belief in themselves. She had turned her story into a message for the world, proving that anyone, anywhere, with love, determination, and persistence, can rise above all odds and leave an unforgettable mark on humanity.